a person can practice this kind of belief system, because it's really impossible for any single person to wake up in one fine morning and start doing this. So what are the particular point from that they can start on?
Okay. So perhaps this is an opportunity that this doesn't happen overnight. Transformation, what you're asking question is that they're to transform.
Right.
And doesn't happen overnight, doesn't have to take 10 years either. So what I have done is I've looked at in all the things I've been my mentors for 2-3 decades now, and not one, like you were talking about, many mentors in personal development, personal growth. And one day before I was starting a business, and I did it for me, not for anyone else. And I said, you know what? It's what are the things that has helped me the most? Because I've learned all kinds of things, you know. What did help me the most? And there's 29 things I could share with you, or 39 things. And I said, no, if I had to just pick the top 8 or 10 to 12 things, just like these dozen things that has impacted the most.
Right.
And I have identified those. And then I just realized, the realization came that, man, I have never, each one of them, by the way, each one of them is powerful on its own. If you just do any one of them, it'll shoot you to the next level. It's like having a 12-cylinder car.
Right.
But you're only firing 6.
Okay.
So you have the power of 12-cylinder, but you're not firing all 12.
That means you're not utilizing the rest,
you're
50%.
Not utilizing the 50%,
Right.
or you're doing 3. Or what you're doing is you're doing this 3, then you're doing the other 3, then the other 3, then the other 3. But when you're aware of all 12 and start the engine with all 12 cylinders firing at the same time,
nobody can stop.
Watch out.
Yes.
Watch out. So that I don't overwhelm people with this thing, and it requires internalizing and practicing, I've created a program, and it's like the transformational program, and let me be your mentor, let me be your guide, and teach you these 12 concepts over 12 months.
Wow.
And so everybody's busy, right? You're busy, I'm busy, their students are busy with their classes and exams, and they're overwhelmed with the amount of work that they have. So I don't want to overwhelm them, but without this is the missing education that they're not getting at the universities,
right.
At the colleges. I went to one of the best finest universities in the world, and I sometimes joke that my university degree and 25 cents ought to get me a cup of coffee. So when I got out of the college into the real world and found out all these mentors, they're telling me that in order to become successful, I need to learn all of these things. I said, wait a minute. Why did I pay all that money to the university? Why didn't they tell me that I needed these things? I should have just bypassed all that electives and things that means nothing to me right now in life, that I wasted my time. I should have studied these. So I have created, and not just this, another thing is that readers are leaders.
Right.
Leaders are readers, readers are leaders, and because they have. All leaders invariably I find are readers.
Okay.
But very few people these days read books.
Right.
Outside of their textbooks. And when they're done with schooling, they're as if they're done with books. So what I have done is part of the program is all the mentors that I've had, it's also through their best-selling books. And every month, along with the concept, I also recommend a book. But I don't recommend the book. Of course I do. You can go and I encourage you to buy the book and read the book. But what I do is I summarize the book for you, because I know you're busy. So if you have the time, if you have the desire, go. If you like it, go master it, read the whole thing. But if you don't, at least you'll have the summary, the core essence of the principles. For example, one of the top business books of all time is 7 Habits of the Highly Effective People. Now that's a pretty thick book, but in order for you to get the essence of it, you need to learn and internalize the 7 habits. So I will give you a summary of the 7 habits, and in a way, it's a very short period of time, so that you can get the essence of it. So in my monthly program, every month I want to be your mentor. And one, I'm going to give you a topic of personal development. Two, I'm going to give you a book summary. And three, we talked about modeling. I'm going to interview someone successful.
Okay.
I'm going to interview someone successful so that how they became, so that we're giving you the theory in the first two, but here's someone who's applied. And every month I'm going to introduce you to someone successful. So in 12 months, you've had 12 books, 12 concepts, and you have to, I want to measure your comprehension. So there's going to be homework, question and answers. So throughout the month, I give you homework on how to go out and practice it in the real world, and then you come back and give feedback.
Okay.
So that's my membership program for 12 months that we have created. And that's the sort of, as you talked in the beginning, that I was never interested in creating Winner Circle in Bangladesh. So I just launched the winnercirclebd.com. And in Winner Circle BD, it's this program, I would have charged $1,000 per month. But Bangladesh, of course, our economic situation is different, and people are just learning to invest in themselves. So instead of $1,000 a month, I made it so economical and affordable that I made it 1,000 taka per month. 1,000 taka per month, or if they want to pay the whole year in advance, it's 10,000 for the whole year, so that they save $2,000. I'm teaching them entrepreneurial principles as well through this, so that always, if you can, get money in advance, give them an incentive, a discount to pay it off for the whole year, and it shows their level of commitment also.
True.
And then they can do that. And then you bit me up with, hey, these are students. So if you are a student with a valid ID card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that in even further into half. So instead of $1,000, it's 1,000 taka, it's only 500 taka per month, or 5,000 for the whole year. So I was speaking with you at Prime Asia University, and I found out that just one course in each semester is 12,000 taka. So here, you're getting the whole year's program with me.
In 5,000 taka.
For 5,000 taka.
Exactly.
For the whole year.
Exactly.
And if it's corporate or business, the beauty of it is the things that I'm teaching, the exact same thing I'm going to be giving to the students are the exact mindset course I'm giving to the corporate. But the difference is that why I'm so excited that the students, they're the biggest envy of the corporate people. They're saying that, why didn't I learn this when I was a student? Because you have your whole life ahead of you. So you can milk it more. You can get more out of it throughout your life than the guy who's 50 years old and for the first time learning the mindset.
Exactly.
Because he's been going on a different, now he has to make a U-turn.
Right. So like it's really important to start or take this kind of skills development course from the very beginning. Like as you have mentioned, like 15 years old students can learn more in compared to a 50 years old guy. Yeah. So like with this note, like what's the power of one idea that can change the whole ecosystem, what we are talking about?
Yeah. For more updates and more transformational content, please click the subscribe button and you'll get great life-changing information. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.